They're bent on killing you. RFK is as useless as tits on a boar. Now, they came in guns blazing. We all thought something was going to happen. We had a lot of faith in these people. And unfortunately, RFK, I tell you straight out, you let us down. Don't tell me it's someone else's job and you point the finger. Don't play that politics game with me. It doesn't fucking work. Get the fuck out of here. JD Vance is a wolf in sheep's clothing. JD Vance sold out to the Palantir money. Same thing here. Some people are going to win, some people are going to lose. Deal with it or get the fuck out of here. Stop! Don't you dare scroll! Because I'm going to tell you right now, we're going to prove beyond a shadow of a doubt that we've been bamboozled in ways that you can't even imagine. From the creator who dared to question everything in Dear Mr. President comes a revelation so explosive, it will shatter your perception of reality. I'm about to tell you a story that is going to absolutely piss off a lot of people in the United States of America.
Want to know how the trick is done? Du bist ein Strawman. It's a strawman operation. You are the strawman.
This is the biggest scam ever, and your government, it thinks that you are stupid. Your local hospital thinks that you are stupid. The system is broken. It's working exactly how it was designed, just not in your favor. Garish? Welcome to the movie Dear Mr. President, Show Me the Money, a movie about the straw man. This is a story that's going to piss off 8 billion people, a story that proves beyond a shadow of a doubt that a lot of you are worth 100 million, 200 million, 300 million, and more.
Okay, my understanding of the legal fiction, which is also referred to as the straw man, I believe that they actually give us a fictional entity which we can actually use or not use. And I believe this is and a lot of other researchers do as well, that this is your name in either uppercase or with a title.
So what is this legal fiction of yours? It's your twin brother or twin sister, born the same day you were. Yes, you've had a twin your whole life, which was created by contract. The birth certificate your mother and father signed when you were born was a contract. The signing of that contract gave authority to the Social Security Administration to create a legal fiction that just happens to mirror your name.
Listen, if you were worth $100 million or $200 million, wouldn't you want to know? I know, I sure as hell would. We kept it dumbed down on the 3rd and 4th grade level of education, not because we think that you people are stupid out there, but because we believe that it needs to be dumbed down so that everybody can understand it. They've dumbed me down too, okay? I'm part of this whole entire thing. We found the most elementary videos out there to tell the whole story, and we glued together that is going to absolutely leave you flabbergasted. The only thing I can tell you from this point forward is that you go get a marriage license, it's a bond. You get divorced, it's a bond. You get a driver's license, it's a bond. You get a fishing license, it's a bond. You get a hunting license, it's a bond. You get a ticket, that ticket gets traded. Ticket like a speeding ticket. Any kind of traffic violation at all. That's why the cops out there, most of them are as dumb as a box of bricks. They know nothing about nothing, and they allow this shenanigan to play out because the guy upstairs is not going to explain to them what they're really doing. The guys upstairs know how the game is played. They're making a lot of money. These cops knew out on the street what is going on, what was being perpetrated onto the American people, not to mention the fact that we got bigger fish to fry than stop little old ladies that are doing 12 miles an hour over the speed limit, who's part of the social insecurity system, the social slave system, who's still got to go to work and is pressed for time and is doing 12 miles an hour over the speed limit, and you got 9 guys with 17,000 lights around them intimidating them. I think that's wrong. There is no emergency here, okay? And they intimidate you, they bamboozle your words. And I hate to tell you, more than half of your cops know what they're doing. They know how the game is played, except they're not allowed to make the big money. They got the highest divorce rates because they have financial problems. Meanwhile, they're stopping you. They're trading all of this money that they're collecting from the public and putting it upstairs. And all these people are making all of this money. The only thing I can tell you is this. What you do from this point forward is up to you, because you should move this movie out to everybody you know. Guys, it's time to wake up. Watch the movie for whatever it's worth. Get it out there to everybody, because you know what? We have to wake up everybody. You know why? Because we're in a war. In a war, there's going to be casualties. Look, I understand what kind of risk I'm putting myself through. I get it. But the reality is someone's got to do it. And I'm not afraid of anything or anybody except for my God. Thank you, and enjoy the show. Welcome to the Mel Carmine podcast. Before we begin, I have something you need to see. 11 years ago in Costa Rica, I took a photograph that changed my life forever. I don't claim to speak to God, but I do believe he gave me a mission. Let me show you the photo, then you decide. If you're serious about protecting and growing your wealth, pay close attention. Looking to acquire XRP, I can help. Minimum purchase is $10,000 and there is no maximum. Whether you're investing $10,000 or $10 million, text me directly at 786-704-8817. And while you're at it, ask us how a religious irrevocable trust can get you off the grid and fully protect your assets and investments. Interested in gold and silver? For extremely competitive prices, visit carminesgold.com. Our minimum order is $50,000 and there is no maximum. We can handle virtually any size transaction. Then visit QFS1776.com for exclusive merchandise, links to our social media, and a library of 100% free videos explaining the new financial system millions are following. No hype, no paywall, just information. Don't miss our 5-star documentary everyone is talking about. Dear Mr. President, show me the money. Visit dearmrpresident.net and ask yourself, what if we show you irrefutable, irrevocable evidence in our movie that everyone with a social security number is worth hundreds of millions of dollars? Do we have your attention? The link is in the description below. Finally, join our official Telegram groups and be aware of fake Mel Carmine accounts. If anyone tells you that you must register your XRP with the so-called quantum financial system, it's a scam. Now subscribe and share this episode with someone you care about. Turn up the heat on these scammers and let's get to work. Also, scan the QR code and opt in so you don't miss any amazing workshops at Staying Alive in Cape Canaveral. Now, here's your host, Mel Carmine. Yes, it's true. I do have a potty mouth. And I know that there's been a few people with the comments, oh, I cannot forward this to anybody because you're a... Go fuck yourself. How about that? How about you go fuck yourself? You go into a movie theater, you watch a triple rated R movie with 17 fucks everywhere. But when Mel Carmine says, oh, I can't do this, even though you're trying to help us get our $389 million that the government stole from us, from our birth certificate and our social security number and all the bullshit, how can you get here? I give you the proof beyond a shadow of a doubt, beyond any shadow of a doubt. No one can argue with it. The evidence is so insurmountable, right? And you have a problem with the... First of all, I don't even think it's a curse word, to be honest with you. It's a great way. It's the most powerful word in the vocabulary to get the point across. There's no word in the world that is more powerful than fuck. And if you got a problem with that, get the fuck out of here. Anyway, let's get on with the show. America happens to be the most poisonous place on earth to live in. Let me repeat that. America is the most poisoned place on earth to live in. The bad guys are still in charge. The chemtrails haven't stopped. They stop for a little bit, they come back. They stop for a little bit, they come back. They are in charge. The bad guys, the New World Order, boys and girls, whoever they are, they're still in fucking charge. There's that word again. Deal with it or get the fuck out of here. Now, I can tell you that I've said this a million times, and I'll say it a million more times, and I'll probably come on again and again and again and say it multiple millions of times, that they're stopping at nothing. Your food is the worst in the world. The food in the United States is, and we're ingesting it because we got the whole mighty dollar here. This is where you can get rich. Yeah, but you might not be alive to enjoy your riches because there's somebody else in charge here. And we don't have the time, Jim Gale, to go and grow a garden. We don't. I know that that's the business you're in, but that's not the business we're all in. For us to make a transition and just boom, just turn everything off and go do some gardening and grow some sweet potatoes, that's not reality. Reality is that they're bent on killing you. When you go to the restaurant down the street, they're not going to say, oh, I want to make sure that Mel Carmine lives for a long time. Let me switch over from seed oil to, extra virgin olive oil imported from Sicily that's raw and unfiltered. That's not going to happen. That is not going to happen, okay? As far as I am concerned, and I don't know who's blowing up my phone, but someone's blowing up my phone. Maybe something happened, who knows? RFK is as useless as tits on a boar. Now, look, let me make one thing perfectly clear. RFK is not Donald Trump, and Donald Trump, thank God, is not RFK. Would I love to have a Donald Trump clone in every sector that needs fixing? But Donald Trump is only one person. Mel Carmine is only one person. You are only one person. You can only attack one part of the puzzle and make it successful. Now, they came in guns blazing. We all thought something was going to happen. We had a lot of faith in these people. And unfortunately, RFK, I tell you straight out, you let us down. Because the chemtrails are still going. DeSantimonious, I'm talking to you too. DeSantimonious, okay? Governor DeSantis, you are useless as tits on a board. The chemtrails are still persisting. Don't tell me it's someone else's job and you point the finger. Don't play that politics game with me. It doesn't fucking work. It doesn't work. Now, who is JD Vance? Who is he? Well, let's find out. JD Vance, in my opinion, there's video, I can make a collage video that's 2 hours long of him talking nonsense about Donald Trump. I mean, stuff that is so amazing that now Donald Trump is the best thing since Haagen-Dazs ice cream, flushing toilets, and sliced bread. Really? And we're supposed to buy that? Dude, come on. Let's watch some of the videos. Let's share some of the videos here real quick. You're in for a treat. You're in for a treat because the movie just took a whole new other twist. All right, share. Sound, and hopefully this works. Here we go.
Wake the fuck up. I knew there was a connection, but I didn't know with who. I was doing research on AI, these cameras. I knew Peter Thiel had a connection in this, and now this explains how he's connected with our current government and who in our current government. And I want to thank the Godfather of Chaos for sharing this clip. Watch.
James Donald Bowman. James David Hamill. Oh, I'm sorry, JD Vance, which is what he goes by now after he published his book, Hillbillyology. But how did a venture capitalist become the Vice President of the United States, the second most powerful position on the planet, in just 3 short years? If your answer was money and foreign influence, you were right. JD Vance, before he was an Ohio senator, worked for his mentor, Peter Thiel. And you might know Peter Thiel as the co-founder of Palantir Technology, which has deep contracts with the Israeli military and intelligence agencies. Their AI-powered surveillance and targeting systems are actively being used by the IDF in Gaza and the West Bank. JD Vance received $15 million in campaign donations by Peter Thiel in 2021 that helped him take a Senate seat in Ohio. Once in the Senate, JD Vance got right to work. He pushed for massive increases in military spending, AI and tech deregulation, and government contracts that directly benefited Palantir, Peter Thiel's surveillance empire. Peter Thiel, realizing how useful in making of his own creation could be in politics, began to aim higher, setting his sights next on the vice presidency. Although JD Vance had made comments about Donald Trump in the past, even calling him Hitler, they knew that a large contribution to Donald Trump's campaign would not only earn them Trump's forgiveness, but also the vice president's spot. The persistent rumors that Peter Thiel and his network offered Trump a large financial package, reportedly in the range of $50 to $100 million in campaign support and super PAC money, in exchange for Trump selecting JD Vance as his vice presidential running mate. And just like that, a man who had changed his name 3 times, who was a venture capitalist only 3 years prior, was now second in line for the presidency of the United States of America. The same man is now heading up peace negotiations between the United States and Iran, presenting himself as openly defiant against Israel and portraying himself as a voice of reason in the White House. Many are supporting him, stating that he is the answer to Israel's pressure and calls for war. But they're completely ignoring the fact that his financial backers directly benefit from Israel's conflict in Palestine and the United States' conflict with Iran. JD Vance is not who you think he is, and will serve Israel as soon as he obtains power.
There you go. There you go. And that's just one. I got another one that's queued up here in a second. They're going to paint him like he's your savior. They're going to go on and spend gazillions of dollars on this guy to run in 2028. And many of you are going to vote for him, and you'll make the biggest mistake of your life. So what I'm about to say, I know that many of you, when I say many, I mean like 98.888%, are going to concur, because I think on the inside, if I can get inside his brain right now, he feels the same exact way about Donald Trump with all the shit he spewed out. He's just there playing his part and buying enough time to get to the presidency. That's all he's there for. It'll be the biggest mistake if you guys don't push, just like I'm trying to get you to push to get your money back, and I'm being criticized because you have 200 million, 300 million, 800 million, etc. sitting in the birth certificate, and you don't want to help us push the movie. Because I'll see the numbers. If the numbers go up and Amber says, hey, by the way, we're back up to 150, 170 movies a day being sent out, then I know you guys went to work. If that number doesn't manifest here in the next 3, 4, 5, 6 weeks, I know humanity has given up. This guy here is dangerous for America. If you guys don't push as hard as I want you to push for the birth certificate, is as hard as I would want you to push to get Eric Trump in, you guys will make the biggest mistake of your life. Is Eric Trump perfect? Is Donald Trump perfect? Is Donald Trump Jr. perfect? No, no, and no. No, hell no. Is Mel Carmine perfect? Fuck no. There's that word again. Deal with it or get out, leave. No one's holding you at gunpoint here, folks. This is who I am. I told my wife specifically, if I'm going to do this, people are going to have to accept Mel Carmine for who Mel Carmine is. And if they can't do that, I'm not acting here. This is who I am when you meet me in person. If we get into a heated conversation, this is what comes out. Trump Jr. would also be, by the way, a good candidate. Now that he's married, I understand he's got some lady that maybe is on the other side too. Who the hell knows? There's rumors about that too. Nothing is ever going to be perfect, but folks, we're going right down the right trajectory. Donald Trump wants to get rid of the Republic, the incorporation, bring in back the Republic, rather. Sorry, I misspoke. He wants to get rid of the IRS. He wants to get rid of property taxes. He wants to do a lot of stuff, but he's only one person. Just like Mel Carmine is only one person. And I can't push the movie by myself when I got Facebook, X, YouTube, sending my money back, saying, sorry, we cannot promote this. We don't agree with you. It's not that they don't agree with me. They know that I'm right. And they know that if that Pandora gets out of the box in the way it's supposed to get out and manifest, the way it's supposed to manifest, if you guys do your job, that yet remains to be seen, okay? They know that thing gets out and we are successful and we go into the courtroom and we prove beyond a shadow of a doubt with cameras rolling, showing the website, showing the money, and they can't answer, they got a problem. So I need you guys to go with the same vengeance if it's gonna happen. I am hopeful, I am optimistic until the numbers tell me otherwise. If Amber says, hey man, we're only selling, 8 movies a day, 9 movies a day, and we're still stuck in the mud, and social media won't take my money to advertise the movie. So I advertised to where I wanted to get like 500,000 people that actually see the thumbnail and they would click on it and watch the little trailer and then go buy the movie. Just numbers, right? 500,000. I figure 500,000 people click on it and watch the trailer. I should get at least, 5,000 sales, 6,000 sales, maybe even 2,000 sales. It'd be worth it. Didn't happen. So now are you guys going to go, as I'm asking you to go at this, with the same vengeance of trying to get your money back, to try to keep this country on track, because you'll make the biggest mistake of your life. You'll never get your Social Security money. You'll never get your bond money. You'll never get your birth certificate money if JD Vance gets in. JD Vance is a wolf in sheep's clothing. JD Vance sold out to the Palantir money. JD Vance wants to put in your backyard data centers up the wazoo. There'll be a social credit score. There'll be a social ID. There'll be all of it. You won't be able to board an airplane. You won't be able to go to your favorite restaurant, especially if you're like Mel Carmine and speaks his mind whenever he wants. I'm a loose cannon, and I don't give a shit because there's nothing left to lose. I don't want to get to my $28 billion worth of XRP or 2.8 billion, whatever it's going to end up being. I don't know. I don't know what the final number is going to be. We're all speculators, just like in the gold rush. I think there's some gold over there, and some people were right. And some people said, no, it's over there, and they were wrong. Same thing here. Some people are going to win, some people are going to lose. So what needs to happen here is to get a massive movement behind not the perfect person, because the perfect person does not exist. He did, and we put him on a cross, and we crucified him, and he died for our sins. But the most perfect person for this endeavor, the most polished person for this endeavor, first runner-up, in my opinion, would be Eric Trump. Second runner-up would be Trump Jr. I'll beat this horse to death, and then when I know that the horse is dead, I'll go back and shoot him 9 more times just to make a point. Make sure he's dead. Donald Trump Jr., I think he's a chip off the old block too. Maybe not as polished. I like the fact that he's rough. He's a little rough around the edges. He likes to go hunting. He's a gun guy. He speaks his mind for the most part. He doesn't try to sound overly polished. He doesn't go out of his way to use fancy words. I like that about him. I really do. Either or, I'm good with, but I'm steering towards what I think America wants, which is the more polished guy, which would be Eric. JD Vance would be a mistake. Let's go and watch the other video. This is good. I know you guys don't like her as much as I don't like her. Rachel Madcow. Do not follow her, but this is the only one that I could find on short notice here. And so let's go and watch this. This will blow you away. You're telling me that this guy that supposedly, who's the vice president of the United States, has changed his mind on Donald Trump? I don't believe that for a second. Let's go.
Running mate for Donald Trump, it is unavoidable to note that his record of remarks about Trump is one that I think could reasonably be described as rich.
I'm a never Trump guy. I never liked him. My current plan is to vote either third party, or as I joke to my wife, I might write in my dog, because that's about as good as it seems. But, you know, I think there's a chance, if I feel like Trump has a really good chance of winning, that I might have to hold my nose and vote for Hillary Clinton. Ultimately, I think I'll probably vote third party. I might vote for this new guy who I really like, Evan McMullin, who I actually met the other day. But I think that I'm going to vote third party, because I can't stomach Trump. I think that he's noxious and is leading the white working class to a very dark place.
Now, you think, folks, for one second that this guy is going to do a 180 degree and he's being honest with you and he feels wonderful about Donald Trump? Or do you think the latter? Do you think like Mel Carmine? Yeah, this guy doesn't like Donald Trump as much. Even though he's the vice president, he's playing the role because he's just buying enough time thinking that he's going to be the next president of the United States. And if you guys put him in, congratulations, you've made the biggest mistake of your life. Listen, I'm not leaving my options out. Mel Carmine will pack up and go to another country all over again. Maybe the next country will be the Philippines. And though the Philippines is not perfect, it's not. I can tell you emphatically that I'm leaving my options open, especially if I got a little bit of cashola, okay? I can live very, very comfortable in Palawan or El Nido or one of the places there, just build a house somewhere on the beach and just chill out. Bring in some of the best naturopathic doctors, start a little farm just for me, my family, and maybe some close friends and neighbors, and just chill out, man. Wake up to a massage on the beach every single morning, some little breeze, and chill out. Because you people that are not paying attention are about to be accomplices in making sure that this country will get destroyed. The Communist Party is still in charge, folks. You're being sprayed every day. 2.5 years, going on 3 years, almost before you know it, Donald Trump is gone. Before you know it, Donald Trump is no longer in office. And you think we're winning? He writes that we're going to have the most amazing reset. That was 2.5 months ago, 3 months ago. Where is it, Donald? I'm still waiting. What happened to the Iraqi dinars and the Zims and the Zimbabwe note that you gave away on The Apprentice to everybody and said, hold on to this? And that episode, by the way, was wiped off the internet because they don't want you to know about, just like they don't want you to know about the goddamn birth certificate. God forgive me, I'm sorry. You understand? And he said to everybody, hold on to this. One day, it's going to be worth a lot of money. If somebody can find that episode, please text it to me right away. I will spread that thing like chicken pox on steroids. Text it to me to 786-704-8817 and make sure you label it. This is the episode where Donald Trump said, hold on to this Zimbabwe note. One day it's going to be worth a lot of money. Send me a detailed text message, not just a link. I can't read a link and know what it is. They will go out of their way to keep you poor, dumb, desperate, stressed out, toothless, living in a trailer, living in squalor conditions, they don't want you to be rich. There is a Mexican standoff here, folks. Now, do I believe that the RV is going to happen? I do. Am I going to give you a date? Don't hold your breath. That's not what Mel Carmine does. I don't give you dates. I mean, anybody who does, man, you how many dates? I mean, literally, if I had one hair on my head, one, for every date that's been given, I would have an afro. I would wow, you know what I mean? Right? One hair. And not one has come true. People are celebrating right now, $1.16 yesterday, XRP. And the people who are trading they're helping the bad guys. If they were smart, they're like, you know what? We're not trading. We're going to stop this trading bullshit. We're going to halt trailing for a month or two so that it will make the bad guys' job harder. but they're not that smart. They're looking for that, 5 penny, 6 penny. They don't have the long peripheral vision. They have a short vision. They can't see 2 inches in front of their nose. They don't see the big picture. I saw a guy yesterday trying to argue again market cap. These are guys who live in a three-dimensional world that we're graduating out of. These guys are going to live and die in a three-dimensional world. They don't see the fourth dimension, the fifth dimension. They don't see it. They don't understand it. They don't want to understand it. It's over their head. They got chicken brains. They're not that smart. They don't understand liquidity, and they don't understand that it's divisions and multiplication. Multiplications and divisions is how the XRP will finally be judged, and it's going to be based on liquidity, based on how much money it's got to move, how much is an escrow. Let's divide this by the amount of money being moved, and voila, you got a number, and that number is going to be a big number. No matter how many times you tell them, the Bitcoin bros, the hardcore guys, the priestesses, that's not how it's going to be calculated. They will argue with you that we're crazy and that we're stupid, that you should not listen to us. Could they be right and we be wrong? Possibly. I don't think so. I don't believe so, because I believe more than any of you out there. What's coming, I believe more than any of you out there that 100, 150, 200 quadrillion dollars movement of money is not pie in the sky. It's a real deal. And I know that they can't do it with the SWIFT system. That's a real deal too. And I wouldn't mind SWIFT, who has all of the relationships since 1972 with all the banks, to partner with Ripple, make our job a lot easier. I'm okay with the $10,000. I don't have to have a $100,000 XRP. I'm fine with the $10,000 XRP. I know that some Bitcoin bros listening to me saying, this guy, another crazy guy, he doesn't understand market cap. No, you don't understand liquidity. No, you don't understand market cap. No, you don't understand liquidity. You don't understand the world we're graduating to. I do. You're stuck in this market cap. You're stuck in 1989, and my mind's thinking 2036. That's where we're going to have the reevaluation. But that is when I believe all hell's going to break loose and the money is going to flow. And the question is, who's going to be in charge? Is it JD Vance, who's going to bring in the New World Order at full speed? And all you guys who are under that universal basic income are going to have to jump through a lot of hoops to get your universal basic income. But let me ask you a question. How much universal basic income will you be able to collect when you're 6 feet under? And if you don't think that they're going to try to kill you so that they don't have to pay you, even it's coming out of thin air. It's all an imagination. It's all an illusion, folks. Even the cryptocurrency is thin air. Can you grab it? It's not tangible. It's not like gold or silver. It's a well thought out algorithm. It's a well thought out invention. It's a well thought out technology that's going to work for 30, 40, 50 years. And then money's going to disappear. And they're going to control every single one of you. Meanwhile, you got $25 extra at the end of the week or the month, or $250, some of you. And you know that there is a way to invest in this asset class and you're not doing it. And that $250 a month that you invest, that you have extra that you don't need, which is collecting dust in the bank, and you're getting zero interest. Pretty soon they'll charge you money to keep your money there. They'll charge you rent to keep your money there. And you won't buy it because I don't understand it. It's way over my head. That's a really stupid excuse. Thank you for telling us that you're stupid. Thank you for telling us that you're not willing to grow. Thank you for telling us that you're okay with receiving the universal basic income because you just put yourself in that class. And I hope the bad guys don't win, because your universal basic income don't mean squat to them. If they're going to have their cake and eat it too, they will bring this planet down to 500 million or even less than that. Some of you guys won't listen no matter what we say or how we say it or the sequence of words. Oh, Mel, you say too much fucks. I had to bring that up again just to get my shots in. Some of you. Grow up. Nino Rodriguez, he swears like a freaking drunken sailor. He's got almost 700,000 people following him. Despite the algorithms, he figured it out. I give fucking credit to that Mexican boy. He figured it out. And he don't give a shit about you or what you think about him swearing. Successful. I'm not following in his footsteps. I'm thinking way beyond the Nino Rodriguez's of the world. I'm still going to fight hard, even if it gets delayed. But I'll tell you this, our campaign in Cape Canaveral, our ad campaign, our social media ad campaign with the most, you can't produce better artificial intelligence commercials than the ones we produce. You can't. If you do it, they would be overproduced. They're as good as they get. Mr. Goodluck did a bang-up job. He went, so I know how to get underneath his skin in a good way, not to irritate him, although sometimes I could be irritating, and say, bro, you're so good. You're amazing. Give me your best. And he does. And people have started calling. People have started coming from the first. Now they got me, yours truly, here in a chair talking to Brevard County. That commercial airs today in Brevard County on social media, and we're going to get traction. We got people who called who haven't come, but they said, we're coming. They might have to see the commercial maybe 5 more times. Maybe now they see a face behind and not just an artificial intelligence commercial. And all of a sudden, oh, there's a real person. What do you know? A guy with a big chair. I got to go meet this guy. What a handsome guy that is, you see? And we're going to get it going. Is it going as fast as I want it to? No. Can I raise the money through staying alive to launch? Yeah. Once we get those seats filled up the way we want to get them filled up, even halfway filled up, Tube 1776 is going to become a reality. And I will tell you this, I believe in it that much. I believe in it so much that maybe as soon as silver goes up to, $120, maybe I'll sell a little small stash of my silver and fund it that way. That's how much I believe in it. If I have to put my own money for the remainder 50 or 100,000, whatever it's going to be, I'll do it. It's going to be the most amazing platform. You guys will never be able to shut the hell up about it because it's going to be designed with all the things you want, except you don't know what you want, but I do. And I'm going to deliver what you want. And when I deliver what you want, and it works exactly the way artificial intelligence is going to build it, because we're going to give the instructions precisely down to the minute detail of what we want. And I don't have to tell you that AI is already 100,000 times smarter than humans. I don't have to tell you that AI is 100,000 times faster than humans. Do you realize that you could build a software today where you have AI bots living inside that software? And if that software breaks down, the AI bots go in and fix it in the middle of the night and sends you a report. How many of you out there were aware of that? I want you guys to communicate with me down below. I want to get in your mind. If you don't mind me saying the word fuck, Mel, I don't mind. This is who you are. We accept for who you are. Write it down below. If you're opting out, say, hey, I'm opting out. Say, c'est la vie, have a good life, dude or girl, wherever you are. I'm not here for a popularity contest. I got a job to do. You're not going to change me. I'm 62. I'm going to be 63. This is who I am. Accept me or leave. I think I did pretty good. Over 200,000 subscribers on multiple platforms. And the more I talk and the more I get close to the fire, the more they ratchet me back, which gives me the motivation for Tube 1776. And it's going to come. And when it comes, it's going to be their worst nightmare. I can't wait. Because the Sicilian in me, which runs on vengeance, will never die. Communicate with me, guys. If you come down to Cape Canaveral, you know what to do. Stop, pull the body over. Your body's just like a Tesla. You got to pull over, plug it in, charge it, okay? You'll thank me in the morning. If you're in for, a couple weeks, buy a package, stay there for 3-4 nights. If you stay 3-4 nights in a row, you will reach the point where you're like, oh, I get it, Mel. Because your body has a way of talking to you, and then you'll understand. Okay, if you need gold and silver, I could get you as much as you want, unlimited. 50,000 is the bare minimum on gold and silver. If you want to buy a roll of silver, just go right down the block. Some local silver there, you'll go buy it. It's not even worth dealing with it. There's not enough margins in it. Okay. If you want to buy a large amount of XRP, you see the commercial with God and XRP logo in the sky, not Bitcoin logo, XRP logo. For all you Bitcoin idiots out there, okay? XRP. Because if God wanted me to sell Bitcoin, guess what would appear? The Bitcoin logo. And I would have been here talking, Bitcoin. I'm not. I'm talking XRP because that's what God wanted me to sell. If you come down to Staying Alive and you like to call the office, go to stayingalive.com with 2 E's and let them know that you're coming this way. We can plan something. But I can't go out and eat and get unhealthy again like prior to my operation, okay? I had to take my appendix out a few weeks ago. But I'm here battling for you guys. Whatever you do not vote for JD Vance. Whatever you do, this guy is he's a demon. That's what he is. He's a demon. Don't trust him. He still feels the same way about Donald Trump, the same way. And guys, just before I leave, I gotta mention one more thing. There's so many vacuums. Where there's problems, there's always vacuums. Problem. YouTube is a problem. Facebook is a problem because they think they're going to control us. A guy like me is going to come in and say, no, you're not going to control us. I'm going to control you. I'm going to build a much better mousetrap. The word's going to spread like crabs in a whorehouse, and people are going to come like crazy to us because we have everything they want. Without mentioning, I got to bite my tongue. Okay. But the reality is, There are so many vacuums. Health food, for example, we could start a health food restaurant. Start opening up a health food restaurant. Start a franchise, health food restaurant franchise, where there's one on every freaking corner. Raise money for that. Raise money for selling hemp and linen clothes. I will support that. You can come on my show. I will support that. And God forbid, Tube 1776 turns out to be, 4.6 billion people, just like YouTube. I will become the biggest nightmare they've ever had, because when you come on my show and we got 4.6 billion people audience, and we can and we will, because I can manifest that, okay? And you come and we say, don't buy shit from anybody, buy it from this guy. We have the power. When I say don't buy cement, build your own house if you're handy with rammed earth, we have the power. Do you understand the method to the madness yet or no? When we say, hey, you could build cinder blocks that are 100 times stronger, and if you live on the ocean and the salt air hits it and the salt water hits it, your cinder block gets stronger and stronger, and it'll last thousands of years, and you could suck a quadrillion yards of sand from the middle of the ocean, pristine sand, mix it with lime and vinegar, look it up, and you'll build the most powerful cinder block ever. Go look it up. You know the Chinaman? Go look him up. Follow that guy. He's got a lot of great stuff. I'm sure that's a white hat operation. I want to be the biggest disruption on planet Earth, because there's so many things that need to be corrected. So many things. Free energy technology is coming. My guy's going to come on the show again soon. He was on my show the other day. I can't think of his name. Steinbart. I forget. He's got a really cool name. Very exotic name. He's going to be on my show. It's already packaged. It's sexy. It's beautiful. It hangs in your garage. It's free energy. It's coming. What do you think I would do if Tube 7076 was already a real deal? He would be coming on my show. Nino Rodriguez would be huge on our channel. He'll have like 6 million people. If he could do 600,000 on YouTube, communist YouTube, walking on eggshells, do you know what's going to happen to Nino Rodriguez? 10x. You know what's going to happen to PBD? 10x, 12x. And they'll know exactly how they're going to get paid. And they'll know exactly how much they're going to get paid. And it's going to be glorious, because I'm a generous guy. Once we manifest and we build exactly what we're talking about. As a matter of fact, if anybody out there has an extra 50,000, 100,000 they don't need, and you feel like gambling, you feel like going to Las Vegas, even though I think I have better odds in Las Vegas, text me 786-704-8817. I'm struggling like everybody else. I got investments. Yes, I'm a millionaire, but I can't touch my investments. I won't touch my investments. But if silver goes up a little bit, I might do that if I don't get an investor. One way or another, or staying alive gets filled up, or halfway filled up, or 3/4 filled up, and it stays filled up. Or hopefully gets so filled up that you'll see a sign on the website saying, sorry, we're not taking on any new customers for the next 17 months. I envision that happening. There's a tide and it's going to turn. I got some of the nurses, by the way, that were taking care of me that are going to be coming to my center. I can't wait for them to come. Guys, I hope I said a mouthful. Do not vote for JD Vance. Don't do it. Eric Trump is our guy. Thank you, guys. Catch you on the next one.